So Age of Overlord has finally come to fruition. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you can be mesmerized by $100 boxes of Age of Overlord. Man, this is funny as crap to me right now. Because you got people over here looking at Age of Overlord. By far the most meta-defining set of the year. Rarity Collection! Go back over there. Shoo. Go back away, Rarity Collection, alright? Rarity Collection was the best, not meta-defining set. It was, players could get their stuff. Rarity Collection! I must, okay. Sorry, everybody. I've got something wrong with me today. Rarity Collection keeps trying to tell me it's a better meta-defining set than you've got Age of Overlord. Well, you know, there's a reason why Rarity Collection boxes are still $90 while Age boxes are at $100. People want to risk opening up boxes of Age for the chance to pull $500 QCR. Oh yeah, $100 versions of SP Little Knight. Oh, okay. Would you believe it if I told you you've got people out here that would, instead of wanting to buy an SP Little Knight, they would rather spend the $100 for the guaranteed SP Little Knight. Actually, they're like $120, and they would rather go buy a box to try to pull the SP Little Knight than actually buying the SP Little Knight. And you wonder why you don't have the meta cards that you need in order to play this game. But is anybody shocked out here that we've got boxes of this hitting $100 a piece? Like I don't understand, because like Darkwing Blast, when it was a really good set, was hitting $100. Like Darkwing Blast literally swerved and navigated the craziness that was a lot of the meta, but people were like perplexed by that for some reason. I still don't really understand that to this point. It was like, hey, you know, when a set's good, stuff gonna go up in price. Okay, well, you know, supply and demand. I mean, to be fair, stores are gonna look at these lower box products and they're gonna go, hey, you know, the risk is it's worth it to open these up now, and that's understandable. I don't really blame these stores for looking at a set like Age. They're paying what, like 60, less than 60 from distro? Suddenly, you know, what does that put a case? Like 700, you can get cases for like 660. So if a case is worth 660 of Age, and we're seeing people pulling 4 to 5 SP Little Knights, believe it or not, I've been through I've been through 2 cases of Age, and we had 5 SP Little Knights in each of them. So, okay, so this suddenly changes things. So 5 SP Little Knights is $600. Okay. So if I was able to pull, I paid $660 for a case on initial release, and I kept those. And you know, we're like, okay, we can pull 5 SP Little Knights. So at least $60 of product, or $60. And that also includes Wanteds are at 120s right now, which is crazy. MCETIs are up. Oh, quarter century. Gotcha. Oh, man. Moral of this is you could have turned that's $660 to $700 a case. You could be on the crazy high end of that, doubling that. I think that's kind of crazy to actually say that. Wanteds, you were lucky if you got a place at a Wanteds a case. I feel like 2 to 3 Wanteds felt a little bit more reasonable. But if you were a high roll and pulling, you know, 4 to 5 S, now obviously that's like the best case scenario. You could have the worst case of Age that you could have ever actually had seen, and you just wanted to cuddle up into a ball and you wanted to cry. All right. Once again, I mean, it's always risk versus return on these sorts of products, and it amazes me that when people are like, you take the good with the bad. And I know Ruxin made a video talking about, you know, the constant failing train of mass Yu-Gi-Oh products. Yeah, we have had way more losses, way more destructive losses. Another good example out here of things that are hilarious now that the community can't actually fathom is the Fire Duelist pack. You know, that garbage, I'm not spending $20 a box. That's stupid! Alright, nobody's gonna buy this garbage. Well, guess what? Raging Phoenix exploded. All those $20 boxes suddenly disappeared off of the market. You've got people over here, I'm still not gonna spend. Well, that's okay. You don't have to do that. The smart investor class out here, the people that were looking at Raging Phoenix going out and they're like, $20 for a box versus spending $40 for the card? Give me some boxes, all right? I'll take my I can pull it. Okay, yeah, at $20 a box all day long. Yeah, you look at certain Yu-Gi-Oh products in this game and you're like, $20? Yeah, I'm in. All right, it's how it is. Like honestly, you just look at a lot of these sets, and while you got people screeching, going, "Terrible idea, terrible idea." Don't listen to them. All right. Obviously, $70 versus $20 is a completely different ballpark, but you're more inclined to spend $20 on something, especially, if you wanted to play Salad. Also, we've now reached the era in this game. This was one of the funniest things that after I read the comment, I was like, wow. For the first time in the game's history, Salamangreat has not been budget. Think about that. Double Raging Phoenix has now changed the perception and the way that it is, it's no longer a budget deck. Thank you. This is what happens when generic good decks borrow your support. This happens every once in a while. All right, people tend to lose their crap out here, and they're like, I can't believe this. What have they done to my Salad? Well, it's not so good. So you had one set that was the best predicted set of the meta. All right, Rarity Collection. Stop it. All right, maybe another day we'll talk more about Rarity Collection. All right, but Age of Overlord over here outperformed in every category, and you know what? It's outperforming in a crazier setting right now. It's exploding to the point that people are still perplexed by it. And I also want to point out over here, also still to this point, the people that are looking at the Fire Duelist pack still crapping on it. Yeah, it was a terrible product on its initial release. It was some of the worst garbage we'd ever seen. But it now tells a different story, all right? When you are seeing cards out here, Sunlight Wolf, per Ghost Rare blowing out at 80 plus. When you're seeing these other cards starting to see shifts in other directions, and you're seeing the market, not being able to handle an adjustment for these sorts of things, and, things exploding up more and more, it's good. It's very good when old product. Oh, the Centurion set. Oh, I don't think we're there yet. I do want to point out that the side set with Monica Centurion and things like that, the day will come for that set. We've seen it in the past. It's the same trend over and over and over again. Something will explode. Yu-Gi-Oh players just need to be patient. And Konami has proven to us 100 times over that they can print more support for these sorts of side decks. And then, hey, they can suddenly be way more meta relevant along the way. So it's very much a game of be patient, wait and see. I did not expect to see the craziness of the Fire Duelist pack, but that's fine. All right, it's good when expected norms are broken, and the people that did spend $20 on these, and they were like, hey, I got all these Pyro Phoenixes, this is actually insane. Thanks, market, for doing your thing. Yes, absolutely. It's good to see that. Now, if you didn't buy your Raging Phoenix and you're upsetty spaghetti about that, you had time. It's always, what's the State Farm meme? You gotta be quicker than that. Woo! It's life. All right. The early bird catches the worm, as they say. And yeah, that is true. Also, opportunistic costs are a very real thing. So, stay educated out there. And yeah, everybody could have bought age cases for $700 and you would have been richer. Oh well. You guys have a good rest of your day, all right?
Patrons! Thank you. Ah!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.